So my name is in him. Because my name is in him, where should he turn if he wants to find God? But now, without faith in God, in your own wonderful human imagination, you cannot please him. So who would come to him must first believe that he exists. Well, I don't have to ask you. If you aren't aware of being, you certainly are aware of being. Well, that's saying I am. So you do know that you do exist to that extent. You may believe that that dies with the physical body. I tell you, it doesn't die with the physical body. You may believe that a change of state is a change in the sense of death. No, it's not. The individual moves on from state to state to state, but states remain permanent for all others to enter that state. I leave the city of Los Angeles and go on elsewhere, but Los Angeles remains. But I, the pilgrim, I move on. And the pilgrim is your own wonderful human imagination. That's your immortal self who cannot die. You cannot go to eternal death in that which cannot die. That's your immortal being. But you're going to remain in this world until you discover who you are. And no one in the world can convince you to the extent that you must be convinced but the Son. When the Son appears, all arguments are over. The minute you see him, you're exactly who you are. And you know that you are God the Father. It's through the Son that man gains assurance that he is God. Not a thing in the world can convince him but that. I could tell you from now to the ends of time, but I can convince you to the point that you will be convinced when you see David. And when you see David, it's the David, the psalmist, that sweet psalmist of the Old Testament. That's David. That is the Messiah. He is the Christ. And Jesus is the Lord God Jehovah. That's the mystery. You're dealing with a mystery. So David in the Spirit called him my Lord. As a son always spoke of his father as my Lord. Always. We do not do it today, but when this was put into the written form, sons always referred to their father as my Lord. And so David in the Spirit, not in the flesh, called him my Lord. Therefore he called him my Father. So I hope you'll take it seriously tonight and really live by it. It will not fail you, I tell you. It will not fail you. You can change your world and make it conform to your ideal state, to your dream. Tell it to those who will listen. Many will not listen, but it doesn't really matter. If they do not listen, leave them alone. Don't try to hit them over the head to make it so. But I'll tell you, spiritual growth is the gradual, I would say, transition from a God of tradition to a God of experience. And so you will gradually grow and grow and grow, and as you grow, you outgrow. You will outgrow these traditions, and then you'll find the God of experience. Having found him, you aren't going to let him go. You'll know that all things are taking place within your own wonderful human imagination. Now let us go into the silence.